Bismillah Rahman Rahim and Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to Flaflix. Today we will discuss some B parts, means understanding based questions for the topic early life of Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. We already have done first major question of life in Makkah, that was write an account of Prophet's early life from his birth till the call, and we have also done the call to prophethood in cave of Hira. So now it's high time, it's right time to discuss all the expected B part questions. So now this is the first question that I chose for you people. Before we start the answer, I would like to tell you some key points how to solve all the B parts. Number one, you have to read question very carefully. You should know what exactly question is asking you to answer. For example, explain why the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was known as Al Sadiq Al Amin during his period, this period of time of his life. So you should know what is required. So what is required? Reasoning is required in his in this question. For example, question is asking you why the Holy Prophet, so you will answer why and circle why, then underline Al Sadiq and Al Amin. It means you will answer why he was known as Al Sadiq and Al Amin. So to score maximum, you should give two well explained reasons. Okay, you will not just mention points, but you have to elaborate, you have to give reasons and logic to prove your statement. Okay, now first of all, I'll tell you how to answer this question that you can see on the screen. It is why the Holy Prophet ﷺ was known as Al Sadiq Al Amin. Because his character was very righteous, he was a just man, he never lied, cheated, or deceived anyone. He didn't pick any quarrels at the time of his trade or sale purchase. So this shows he was Al Sadiq and Al Amin. He was truthful and trustworthy. Okay. He was known as Sadiq Al Amin because people of his time, Quraysh of Makkah, would give their valuables under his custody for safekeeping. That is why he was known as Al Sadiq Al Amin. He was known as Al Sadiq Al Amin because he was highly peace loving man. He was a just man because he participated in Halful Fuzul, that was a peace treaty. So his participation tells us he was a trustworthy and honest man, a truthful man. His fixing of the black stone also confirms the same quality when he gave everyone the chance to fix the black stone, and he did not just pick the stone and he fixed it with his own hands. He shared this blessing with all his other members of the community. So because of his good character, he was known as Al Sadiq Al Amin. Hazrat Khadija married him because of his good character. And her marriage proposal tells us very clearly when she sent her slave and friend Nafisa with a marriage proposal, which says, I like you because of your good character and your reputation among your people. So it was very good proof to explain him as Al Sadiq and Al Amin. His business partners used to say about him, I have been working with Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam for so long, I never saw him picking up quarrels and making false statements. So, hence it is proved that he was known as Al Sadiq and Al Amin because of his good character. Even when he claimed as the prophethood, his worst enemies who got against him and rejected his faith, even then they trusted in the character and personality of Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And while his murder plan was under planning, he was having some belongings of Quraysh people. his enemies. So this is the greatest proof of his good and upright personality and his good character. Now just read the answer, you'll understand it. Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was known as Al-Sadiq Al-Amin because of his truthful and trustworthy conduct, which he showed on different occasions in his early 40 years in Makkah. He never lied, never cheated, or committed any sin. He was always kind, virtuous, and thoughtful towards others. He used to keep the belongings of people in a fair manner and return them whenever claimed. Without any cheating, he would return them. His participation in the truce of Al-Fuzul in Halful Fuzul proves that he was a just, fair, honest, and peace-loving person because he supported those who were unfairly treated. His business partners and other people trusted him a lot and relied on him to keep their belongings in his custody. His fixing of the black stone shows his wisdom and just and peace-loving nature, as he provided equal opportunity to all the leaders to fix the black stone peacefully. He just did not pick the stone by himself and fixed it. He readily shared this player or shared this opportunity with all his members of the tribe. This also shows his spirit of teamwork and his care for others. Hazrat Khadija married him because of his honesty and trustworthiness. On all occasions, he proved himself a highly reliable, honest, and trustworthy person and gathered everyone's trust. Hence, on the basis of his truthful and honest personality, throughout the Makkans entitled him by Al-Sadiq and Al-Amin. Even you can add one more point, but it is after his first revelation. That was the time when he preached Islam at Safa Hill. When he asked people, what if I say there is an army behind this mountain is going to attack you? Would you believe in me? They all unanimously accepted and they said, yes, we believe in you because you never lied or cheated. So it means everyone had a trust in the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam's life and his personality. Okay, I'm hopeful that this is clear to you. If you have any questions, any confusions or queries, you can write in the comment box. Okay, now we will move on to the next question. How did the Holy Prophet's life before the first revelation prepare him for the life to come? So now, first of all, you have to highlight some keywords from the question to pick your answer wisely. How did? Circle how, because you will answer how. How his life before the first revelation prepared him for the life after the first revelation. That was the difficult era of his life. Okay, number one. Points are his monotheistic background and his own faith. Number two, his own good character. Number three, his shepherd or herdsman profession. Number four, his trading profession. Okay, so now start the answer. I'll explain you how you can develop all these points. Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was the descendant of Hazrat Ibrahim, whose belief was Hanif. So because of this monotheistic belief, this belief was rooted in him, and from his early life, Holy Prophet ﷺ hated idols and idolatry. Monotheism. Mono mean one, theism is the belief. So to believe in oneness of God is called monotheistic faith or the belief. And its opposite is monotheism. The opposite is polytheistic belief. Poly mean more than once. Theism again is the belief. To believe in multiple gods or more than one gods is called polytheistic belief, and this polytheism is a belief that is based on shirk, and shirk is condemned, haram in Islam. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was an orphan and was very well aware of the difficulties of life because he was an orphan from early age. This made him a master in the cause of treating orphans, widows, and destitute. At the age of 12, he was able to gain knowledge of other religions when he had to go in so many areas for the purpose of trading with his uncle. So not only he traded over there, but he saw different beliefs, different cultures. When he saw people worshipping celestial bodies, worshipping idols and other elements of nature, so this developed hatred for all other beliefs, and this created love for monotheism in his heart. So, these trade journeys played a vital and significant role in Prophet's life, especially in early life. Judaism, Christianity, and he saw some other religions as well as he traveled outside Mecca with his uncle. Being employed as a shepherd at an early age allowed him to contemplate life, to ponder. He would meditate and he would think deeply what is the reality of God. So, this thinking helped him a lot. And this meditation basically developed in him a peace loving nature and a focused belief. And he would love to think for the reality of Allah Almighty, and this developed in him the hatred for other idols. He spent long hours meditating in the hills, allowing him to ponder over belief and practices, bonding him spiritually with Allah Almighty. Moreover, the Prophet's presence in Harbul Fijar made him aware of the cruelty and sufferings caused by the Quraysh and others. So, this battle of Harbul Fijar created in him hatred for bloodshed as well. It helped him a lot in his future life, because in his life of Medina, he had to fight a lot of battles as a self defense. So he made sure he would not shed innocent's blood. He always fought being on defensive side. Muslims did not attack first. This was the rule of Islam. This also developed in him a love for peace and hatred for bloodshed. This also gave him military experience and enabled him to learn the Arabian war tactics that he used in his later part of his life as the leader of Medina. Prophet's presence in Halful Fuzul produced and attributes in him to protect the weak and to struggle to provide justice to the oppressed. So this is basically the answer for your question number 2. Now question number 3 is explain the importance of the cave Hira incident in the history of Islam. Importance of cave Hira. Importance is the main key word. You need to answer this. So why and how cave Hira is important? Number 1, Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam received his prophethood. Number 2, Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam received his final divine book, that is Quran. Number 3 is this was the end of the dark period of Jahiliyyah, and the light of Islam was started. Number 4, difficult era of persecutions was about to start, and this was the also starting point to form a first Islamic community for Muslims purely. Okay, now have a look on the answer. Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam's prophethood, as the last prophet started, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam received the first revelation, and it was the start of the new era of Islam. The very first verses revealed to him tell us about Allah, the creator and the master of everything. The verse also mentioned reading and writing, which shows the importance of knowledge in Islam. Taught man that which he knew not. It means if you are knowledgeable, only then you can differentiate between right and wrong. It rejected the polytheism and announced monotheism. So that is why this was very important. Allah himself is man's teacher. When first revelation tells us, read in the name of your Lord who created. So it means, and taught man the use of pen. It means Allah himself is a man's teacher. And Quran is the book that gives man information and directs him how to lead his life in this world and to prepare himself for the hereafter. Next point is the first Muslim community came into existence through the preaching of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It marked the end of the period of ignorance as the first revealed verses of Allah aimed at reading, the use of pen, and the creation of humans. After this incident, difficult period of persecution started for the Holy Prophet ﷺ and his companions. It was this place from where the new phase of Muhammad ﷺ's life started to guide the robbers, corrupt, unjust, unguided, and illiterate Arabs and the whole mankind. For example, you can simply say Cave Hira incident was the starting point basically, and now Holy Prophet ﷺ has given a duty to perform in his next throughout life. Okay, okay, enough for today. Inshallah, we will continue B parts in our next lesson as well. Till then, take care.